plan to spend your birthday?
I actually have a test today, so I got to study a little bit and then head to practice, just chill with the guys after, really just get that quality time, probably get something to eat. That's all I really want to do, so I'll be happy with that, yeah.
Saturday was your most extensive playing time since you're here, and I think Coach Kahn told me one time, it's like, feels better when he gets greased up a little bit, gets a little hot. Do you feel that way, that you're better at carry, 10 than you were at 3 and 15 more than you were at 10?
Yeah, I feel like for running backs, especially once you get into the swing of things of the game, you start to see things differently, see things faster. I've had this conversation with Will a lot, when you just been through it already, you could just tell. It's just a feeling you get after all that repetition in the game, so.
I guess Will was talking about making up for that in terms of communicating with you and Kobe, you guys sharing kind of what you're seeing on the field. I mean, can you make up for not getting those snaps by talking to each other about what you're seeing, or is it hard to replace being in game?
Being in the game is definitely different, but, hearing it from the other guys definitely helps just get another perspective, another look on things. But I'd say it is different from being in a game, but at the same time, when you know what's going to happen, what the defense is going to do from the other guys, what they tell you, then you'll just have more of a sense of control and confidence being in the game.
How would you describe your relationship with Will, and is it something that you guys push each other to do better each week?
Yeah, my relationship with Will, that's just like my brother, honestly. And, we push each other all the time on and off the field to do better, get better. And, that's what I really love about our relationship. It's constructive, and I really feel like I've definitely gotten better because of him and vice versa. So, our relationship's going to last, forever.
I guess how is it constructive? I guess how do you push each other?
If one of us is having an off day, then, we'll remind each other to, of the standard, of the running back standard. We will remind each other of, what our goals, our aspirations, and keep each other accountable in that way.
I remember you guys right out here in camp together, Tony Elliott's main group. Was that the first time you met Will?
Actually, no. I met him before at a camp, and I talked to him a bit, but I didn't really know him like that. But that was probably my second or third time meeting him at the camp.
Did you know either? I don't think either one of you really committed at the time. Did you know that you guys would wind up playing together?
No, I had no clue where he was going. He didn't know where I was going. We didn't really talk about it. We just went to camp, got to work, chatted a little bit, but nothing extra.
You had a career day Saturday, but so did Will, and he seems like he's the one that gets the spotlight. Is that frustrating to you? How do you approach that?
No, it's not frustrating to me. I just feel like, it's God's blessing on him, and I feel like God's blessing me too, also from him doing good. So I believe that he deserves whatever comes to him, whatever people want to say to him. He deserves all the praise he gets, and I would never wish that people would show him less and more of it to me, more attention to me. So, he deserves all of it.
I guess what did you think of his jump into the student section?
I thought it was really cool. I got to copy it. Not gonna lie, if I could get the chance, I'm gonna definitely do it too, because it was electric, for sure.
Did you guys talk about that? Did he ever say he was going to do something like that, or was that a surprise when he?
He said he was talking to Coach Spiller about it, and that's when he just decided to do it. So, yeah.
So there came a point Saturday where it was obvious to everybody that you guys were going to lean on that offensive line and you and Will. Is that fun for you, knowing, okay, we're going to run the ball now? It was obvious that that's what you were going to do.
Yeah.
And you kind of embrace that challenge?
Yeah, always embrace it. And I feel like, you know, it was just one of them days where we had to run the ball in order to be successful. So, you know, when the challenge is in our hands, and we'll always accept it, do our best, you know, do what's best for the team to win. And I feel like, yeah, we were excited to run the ball, and I really feel like we're appreciative of, you know, the coaches and everyone just putting that much faith into us.
Is the offensive line getting better every week?
Yes, every single week, you know, they're the reason why we're able to do what we do. So, you know, all glory goes to them first.
Looks like, I think most of the plays went left. Do you have a preference? Do you like to run right or left, or do you have a favorite offensive lineman you like to follow?
Nah, I wouldn't say, like, I love all my guys, honestly, but I wouldn't say I'd say personally, I probably like to run to the left a little more just because I'm left-handed and I can hold the ball in my left hand. But I don't really favor a side too much, honestly.
Any questions on Zoom for Phil? Any questions here?
This is a random thing, but Roop was talking about with Joseph and Gada, obviously their parents are both from another country overseas. I guess your parents are from the Ivory Coast, so Roop was talking about like they have a special kind of rice that they eat, and Joe eats all of his. Like, do you have anything that your parents make or anything?
One thing my parents make that's like a staple on Ivory Coast is called achike. It's like cassava kind of crushed up, like a starchy kind of thing. We eat it with chicken, you know, vegetables, things of that nature, but that's got to be one of my favorite dishes from back home. Yeah.
I guess, is there anything distinctive about the way you think that they raised you that's different from other parents? In this country?
Yeah, I feel like they just gave me a different perspective. You know, them living in Ivory Coast and spending some time in Europe. Also, they got to see the world and see different things, and you know, they got to instill what they learned into me and my brother and my siblings, and they really just always told us to be grateful for everything and, you know, work as hard as you can, and, you know, you can only get up and be who you want to be by merit. You know, you got to put the work in. So we've just always carried that with us and are very proud of that.
Yeah, I think I talked to your high school coach, and he said he'd see you just like sitting out doing your homework, like you just randomly see you and you're on campus doing homework. Was that partially from them?
Yeah, I mean, my parents, yeah, they definitely care about school, but you know, I feel like it's also intrinsic. I care about my future and who I want to be, and I just want to put my best foot forward in everything I do. So, yeah.
Anything else for Phil?
All right, thank you, Phil.
Thank y'all.